The Anti-Corruption Commission and the Shincheonji Volunteers Group hosted a youth summit to prepare young people to become ethical and integrity-driven leaders. Now, the summit aims to create awareness on corruption and ethics, educate young people about different forms of corruption, and also to teach them how to avoid it and inspire them to build a corrupt-free country. We're now joined in studio by the Public Relations Officer of the Shincheonji Volunteers, Florence Timoteus, to give us an update on the summit. Good morning, Ms. Timoteus, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Amazing. I love the entire initiative. But talk to us. I did obviously touch a little bit on it, but perhaps in layman term and also from your perspective, what the Youth Summit was all about and also what inspired the entire initiative.
All right, thank you so much. So the Youth Summit, what it was all about, it was to educate the Namibian child when it comes to integrity and ethical value. And we really thought what better organization to team up with than the Anti-Corruption Commission, because that's part of their objective as an organization. Yes.
What were you hoping for the young people who are attending this to gain from it? I mean, at the end of the day, you all want to combat corruption, right?
Yes.
But what are you hoping the young people could take away?
So what we were really hoping for and what we got is actually what we wanted, which was to educate them when it comes to ethics and morality and value and overall fairness within not just the country at whole, but for it to begin where they are, which is at school. So to also show them how can they go about it if they identify it, who should they report to, and how they can go about handling such situation. Because that is one of the gaps that we saw when it comes to corruption, when it comes to how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did the youth show up?
They did.
Okay.
They did.
In numbers?
In numbers.
Amazing.
Yes.
So how would you rate the entire summit?
From 1 to a 10, I'll give it, if I could give it more than a 10, I would. But since it's in that range, definitely a 10 out of a 10.
All right.
As the youth were really engaging, they were asking questions, and they were even bringing out scenarios that they faced at the school and also within their community. And them receiving the platform to get an education and on how to go about it was really something that we wanted. And they really got that, and we're really happy.
All right. Is this the first time that the Shincheonji is hosting perhaps a summit like this?
Yes, this is the first time we're hosting a summit like this, especially when it comes to this particular topic, because it's quite sensitive. Yes, it's one of them. We have hosted other events like career guidance event, not only in Windhoek, but also Chuarongo, but this is one of its kind.
All right.
Yes.
And do we perhaps see more editions of it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Now, even though it was a small gathering and you're obviously, rating it, 10 out of 10, how do you see events like this contributing to the bigger fight against corruption in our country?
Although it's a small event, like you said, we start from the seed, because everything, if you look at nature itself, it starts from a seed, which is really, really small. I don't know if you have done planting, but those that are people that are into plants, you'll see a seed is really, really small. But the moment it enters into the ground, and that ground is fertile or looked after, it sparks into a big tree. And that is what we're all about, and that's what we did. Although it was a small event, although the number of schools that turn up were not so great, it is a small change that we did. And obviously with that small change, it will grow. And we're just not ending there. There is still more to come. Yes.
Since you're targeting the youth and you've, of course, targeted school-going, learners.
Yes.
Youth goes all the way until 35, right?
Not really. 35 by law. Let's see.
So how are you planning on getting the message out there to the entire youth, but not only to the school-going learners, but to the wider range of the youth?
So with that, this is where now, that's part of the reason why I'm here. We also want to inform the nations as well as the different institutions. Like you said, it ends at 35. And not only that, even other organizations to team up with us, to give us a call so that we can see how we can also help when it comes to that. Sometimes it's not a matter of, oh, they're supposed to know. You think someone knows something, but until you ask them, until you engage with them, one never really knows. So we're also inviting other organizations, institutions to come out, to reach out to Shincheonji Volunteer so we can collaborate and also give this education. There is nothing wrong with repetition. I mean, repetition is part of creation.
True.
Yes.
What other events do you hope to host in the future? Perhaps collaborations you'd like to have, seeing that you've tackled corruption with the Anti-Corruption Commission. What other organizations would you like to partner up with in the future?
With as many organizations as possible. One of that being looking at the Ministry of Agriculture. We'd like to team up with them because we're really big on community projects when it comes to sustainability, seeing that food production is also one of the things that we have within our country that we will really want to develop. We also want to team up with different organizations that talks about finances, because we saw that we really don't have a lot of financial literacy, not only from younger age, even middle and, and older ones. We're also looking at, more importantly, any organization that really wants to bring about a change within our country, within our society, because at the end of the day, we want a better Namibia, a better future, not only for ourselves, but even for our children, because at the end of the day, this is the legacy and this is their inheritance.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, for those of us who missed the Youth Summit, what would you say are some of the key pointers that we should all know, or perhaps, you know, some of the key pointers that you picked up from the summit? Yeah.
All right. So what I know is that, what I picked up from the summit is that the Anti-Corruption Commission's doors are always really open to individuals or organizations who need information in terms of how to go about reporting cases, or what to deal, or how to deal with different cases where you find yourself, whether on individual level, group level, social level. They are really always open to give information and educate. Additionally, I also learned that one really never knows if someone knows about a certain situation or a certain issue unless they are educated. So the importance of educating, re-educating, and never undermining the power of knowledge. Knowledge can really inspire change. Basically, once you empower someone with knowledge, you're also changing their mindset. And that is the biggest shift that I have seen when it came to the learners. The smiles, the way they acted out scenarios, the way they thought like, oh, so this is what I could have done, this is how I would have handled it, and not just sit with it and bottle it up and eventually thinking that this is how it's supposed to be. So, yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Namibia. For those who would like perhaps more details on the work that you do at Shincheonji, how can they go about it?
All right. So if you would like to get to collaborate with us, know more about what we do, they can contact us on 081 755 7592. And yeah, they can give us a call and we'll...
Any social media platforms?
Yes, that is Shincheonji Volunteer. Hopefully they can find that. Yes, but overall, please contact us.
All right.
Yes.
Well, Ms. Timoteus, thank you so much for joining us. We love the work that you're doing for the community.
Thank
you.
you
know, just keep up with the great work, and we can't wait to see more collaborations.
Amazing.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right.